All right, everyone, this is Corey here with 0 Meter Chasers. I'm going to wait just a second for everybody to join up, make sure that I'm good on the technical end, which looks like I am. So you guys let me know if you can hear me. Make sure everything is good, and then we're going to give a quick weather update on what to expect for the remainder of tonight. As you guys can see, we are looking at the live radar. We have several severe thunderstorm warnings currently in effect here in the state, including some right along the Ohio River that is making its way toward the south. So we'll make sure all the technical side looks good, which, like I said, thank you guys for letting me know that you can hear me. So definitely appreciate that. I always like to double check to make sure that the audio and video, everything's feeding through properly, because sometimes you just never know. Sometimes you just never know. So let's just kind of go ahead and get started here. I know I've had several people already write me about kind of what's going on here in the local area, especially in the Campbellsville area. Let's go ahead and put this radar into motion. And this is the current radar. As you can see, we kind of have just some strong thunderstorm activity that is training over the northern and central Taylor County area. This is starting to turn into a little bit of a flood threat. If we zoom out just a little bit and move to the east, we have two areas of flooding. You have this first area here, this darker green area here that I'm kind of circling here, this darker green area. This is going to be a flood advisory. And that's going to be for Casey County, southwestern Lincoln, southeastern Marion, and northeastern Taylor County. And that's until 10:30 Eastern Time. 10:30 Eastern Time, so another 2 hours and 30 minutes on that. National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated heavy rain due to thunderstorms. Minor flooding is either ongoing or expected to begin shortly in this advisory area. Between 1 to 2 inches of rain have already fallen. Additional rainfall amounts up to an inch are expected. That will result in some minor flooding. There is a lot of flood-prone areas in this vicinity here in the Marion, Taylor, and especially the Casey County area there. So, again, Liberty, Bradfordsville, Beach Bottom, Jacktown, Princetown, Creston, a couple communities impacted there. And then as we zoom in here just a little bit more, we'll put a pause on the radar. We're going to zoom in here just a little bit more. And these areas that you see right here, these brighter greens here, these are going to be two flash flood warnings. These are the more significant warnings here. And again, these are two of them. The first one is going to be for East Central Casey and South Central Lincoln County. And that's till 10:45 Eastern Time. So another 2 hours and 41 minutes. Between 1 to 2.5 inches of rainfall have already fallen. Additional rainfall amounts up to an inch is possible in that area, and that's going to be pretty much for the eastern part of Casey County from Liberty to the east. And then an additional warning issued by the National Weather Service in Jackson. That's going to be for parts of Pulaski County here. That is going to include Science Hill here. Let me get that warning pulled up here. Almost 3 hours remaining on that warning. And again, that's for northwestern Pulaski County until 11 o'clock Eastern. And again, that's going to include Science Hill and Eubank. A couple of communities impacted there. That's going to be just to the north of Somerset, okay? Same scenario, between a half inch up to 2 inches of rain have fallen, additional amounts up to an inch possible there. So that is the flash flooding that we're looking at here in the, again, the Taylor County, Marion County, over into Casey and Pulaski County area. And if we put this radar into motion, again, you can see the rain train here just continues to kind of pour into the same area. So with that training of rain that we have here, this is where you're going to get your isolated flash flooding. So again, if you live in those floor, you don't need to be on the lowest level of your floor for flooding. But if you live in those poor drainage areas, flood-prone areas, low-lying areas, please be aware here over the next 2 to 3 hours. Okay, we have another strong thunderstorm here. I got some people asking about this storm. This is going to be on the southern part of Adair County here. This is a special weather statement. National Weather Service is tracking a strong thunderstorm just to the east of Edmonton. This is going to be between Edmonton and Columbia, right along that Cumberland Parkway. National Weather Service is stating winds up to 50 miles an hour and penny-sized hail is possible. So this storm right here is just below severe limits. There is a chance that this storm right here strengthens just a little bit. If it does, it will go severe. It's just below severe limits. But 50-mile-an-hour winds and penny-sized hail, this is going to be, again, between Edmonton and Columbia, right along the Cumberland Parkway, the Gradyville community, Breeding, Bliss, Keltner, Fairplay, Chance, Nail, couple communities impacted with that storm. Lots of lightning ongoing with this storm as well, so please be indoors with this storm. Let's see here. Let's see what else we have here. Let's go down again. We got several severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing here. Let's track this line of severe thunderstorm activity we have ongoing here in eastern Kentucky, and they put a kind of a motion on this radar. Kind of slowed down a little bit, but as you guys can see here, we'll put a pause on this radar here, right there. You can see how this line of thunderstorm activity is slowly moving to the south here in the eastern Kentucky area. So this is a pretty large severe thunderstorm warning here. So we'll go ahead and kind of get all those warnings. And this is for another 38 minutes. Okay. And this is going to go for northern Wayne County, southwestern Harlan, Laurel County, Bell County, Knox County, southwestern Leslie County, Pulaski County, Macquarie County, Rockcastle County, Whitley County, southern Clay County. And again, that's until 8:45 Eastern Time. 60-mile-an-hour winds associated with this storm here in eastern Kentucky. This is going to be moving toward the Monticello, Williamsburg, moving through the Pineville area now. This is going to continue to move to the south. Okay, so if you're in this vicinity, just please be aware winds up to 60 miles an hour is going to be the main threat. Torrential rainfall occurring with this storm and lots of lightning, especially around the Burnside over to the Corbin area down to the Barberville, Pineville community. And this is going to be moving toward the Monticello area, Williamsburg area. So it is moving to the south. What's the movement on this? How fast are we looking here? Moving south at 25 miles an hour. So let's put the brakes on just a little bit. It's not moving that fast. This could increase your flash flooding. So we zoom in here to the London area. And again, they are under a flash flood warning here as well. That's for almost another 3 hours here in the London area. Flash flood warning for central Laurel County. Between 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts up to 1 inch is possible. So same scenario here in the Laurel County area. If you live in that low-lying, flood-prone, poor drainage areas, please be aware here over the next little bit. And if we zoom out here, you can see how this line of thunderstorm activity is just blasting into Tennessee. Classic summertime derecho is what we call this, which is a long line of powerful winds that continues over several hours and several states. So this actually come out of, I believe it was northern Indiana earlier today. So this line has pushed all the way through several states. So this is a powerful derecho that is making its way across eastern Kentucky right now, and now finally into Tennessee and Virginia. So let's go back here into the central Kentucky area, and that's a new severe thunderstorm warning. That's going to be for look at that. Yeah, that's going to be an additional severe thunderstorm warning there for eastern Kentucky. But as we're zooming in here to the local area, we'll put a pause on the radar. We do have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings here across the northern part. So let's zoom into this one here first. Let's get that one. Let me get that information out to you guys, and then we'll do a broad radar update. So this severe thunderstorm warning right here, this one right here, I'm going to circle. This is going to be a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Harrison County, south central Floyd County in Indiana. And then it's going to be for southwestern Meade, southwestern Jefferson, western Bullitt, and northeastern Hardin counties till 8 o'clock Eastern time. This storm is moving a little bit quicker than the ones to our south. This one's moving southeast at 55 miles an hour. 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail is going to be the primary threats with this storm. And that's pretty much the strongest part of that storm is right there across the northern part of Hardin County, getting ready to move into the Fort Knox area. So again, Louisville already been impacted with this storm. It's already moved through downtown Louisville. Shively's already moved through Shively, moving through Shepherdsville. Right now, the strongest part of that storm has already moved through Shepherdsville. It's just to the south of Shepherdsville. Again, Fort Knox, moving through Fort Knox now. The northern part of Hardin County will be impacted by this shortly. This is going to include Radcliffe as well. And if we zoom out here just a little bit to the west, and this is another severe thunderstorm warning here. This one actually expires in 3 minutes, so we'll see what the National Weather Service decides to do for that one. So I'm not going to read that one because that one expires in 3 minutes here. But that one's for 60-mile-an-hour winds. Any hail with that? Hail up to 1 inch. So we'll see what the National Weather Service decides to do with that. So again, we're going to zoom out here. We do have some additional strong thunderstorm activity that has kind of popped up here in the Hardin, LaRue County areas. We'll zoom in here to the LaRue County area. Got some people asking about it. Yeah, strong thunderstorm here from Hodgenville over to Sonora, right along the I-65 corridor, right around the Sonora exit there. Over to Buffalo. Yeah, nothing severe, nothing to really be concerned about or anything like that. But heavy rainfall, torrential lightning, and some gusty winds. Definitely a good bet there in the LaRue County and into southern Hardin County. And then again, more thunderstorm activity has developed here in central Hardin County from Elizabethtown, basically between Elizabethtown and Radcliffe, and just to the west and east of that. So we're going to have, and there is a special weather statement that just popped up for those storms we was just talking about. So special weather statement here. National Weather Service just put this out. And National Weather Service says Doppler radar was tracking a cluster of strong thunderstorms over Hardin County. It's moving southeast at 25. These storms really ain't moving that fast. These are storms that have developed along that outflow boundary. So you're probably not going to get a lot of movement with that. So it winds up to 50 miles an hour and half-inch hail. Again, some of the cities we just talked about: Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Vine Grove, Upton, Sonora, Eastview, Longview, Roanoke. A couple communities impacted. Lots of lightning ongoing with these strong thunderstorms here in this vicinity too. The National Weather Service is stating that, where did I see it? The storm may intensify, so make sure you stay weather aware here over the next little bit in case there's any warnings issued. So we are going to watch that here over the next little bit. Let me see here. Okay, just making sure everything's good on that end. So there's a new severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued. 2 of them, actually. So we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for the Columbia area, and there's that one that just popped up. So new severe thunderstorm warning for Adair and Cumberland County. So we'll go ahead and talk about that one first. So this is a severe thunderstorm warning here for northeast southeastern Cumberland County, southwestern Adair County. That's until 8 o'clock Central. 8 o'clock Central time, so 45 minutes because the storm's not moving very, very fast at all. It's moving southeast at 15 miles an hour. So if we put this radar into motion, you can kind of see where this storm's just kind of parked itself here over the southern Adair County area. So the Gradyville, Cundiff, Gadberry, Breeding, Bliss, Fairplay, Chance, Nail, Flatwood, a couple of the communities impacted there. Again, large hail damaging winds and continuous cloud to ground lightning are occurring with this storm. So if you're in this vicinity, you need to move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's #1 killers, if you guys did not know that. All right, let's see here. All right, let's just double check a couple things. And appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Didn't honestly expect to have any severe weather coverage. I expected the majority of today's severe weather to stay to the east, which for the most part it has. I didn't really expect this cluster up near Louisville right now to develop. There was nothing really on the models that really showed anything like that. We knew it was a possibility, pretty much if you draw a line basically somewhere right around here, that's where the slight risk was for today. But didn't really expect any severe weather here in the central Kentucky area. I expected most of it to be east. So you're kind of getting some coverage that I didn't expect to do today. Now, what I am going to tell you guys real quick while we're kind of sitting around watching, this is one reason I wanted to jump in and do a live video tonight. Let's look at tomorrow real quick. We'll talk about tomorrow real quick. I know we got storms in the area, but let's look at tomorrow. This is tomorrow's severe weather outlook. This yellow is a slight risk. You already see parts of central Kentucky, basically down to the I-65 corridor up to around the Cincinnati area. Now, I do think there is a good chance that this definitely could get kind of extended to something like this, maybe. Also, I think there could be a chance we have maybe even an enhanced risk, level 3 somewhere here in the middle. I might be shooting over the top just a little bit, but I definitely think that is a possibility in future updates from the Storm Prediction Center. Okay, I've kind of looked over tomorrow's just a little bit. Tomorrow does catch my eye a little bit. So if we look at tomorrow's model data, okay. Go into Wednesday. So this is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. This is kind of going into Wednesday morning. We have some, let me zoom in just a little bit. We have some thunderstorm activity ongoing tomorrow morning. We kind of clear out a little bit. We get in closer to, there's a new severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued. I'll get that in just a minute. This is 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock. If you look to your north, you see another cluster of thunderstorm activity that has developed across Indiana and Illinois. Okay. As we progress closer to the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you see this line. And again, what we're looking at here is kind of this bowing segment that we see here. That concerns me a little bit because if you notice what we've looked at today, we've had a derecho that has been ongoing across eastern Kentucky that's come from the northern part of Indiana, northern part of Ohio. We're going to be watching this again tomorrow. If it develops like it could, we could be dealing with another pretty serious wind threat tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Now you see this line progresses to the south again tomorrow afternoon, sometime between say 6 and 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Okay, so we want everybody to be watching tomorrow as well because we have another chance for some significant severe weather. Okay, so again, we don't want anybody to be scared or anything like that. Damaging winds would be the main threat. Isolated tornadoes always going to be a thing here in central Kentucky anytime we have severe weather, but that is definitely a potential for tomorrow. So we have a new severe thunderstorm warning here. This is going to be for the eastern or western part of Hardin County. This was just issued by the National Weather Service here. That's going to be for central Hart County. Central Hart County. This storm's not moving very quick at all. It's moving southeast at 20, so it's kind of got itself parked there as well. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail, Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, especially on the south side of Radcliffe there. Vine Grove, Cecilia, Longview, Arlington Field Airport, couple communities impacted there. You know, lots of lightning occurring with this storm too, especially on the I'm trying to get my pencil here, especially on the western part of this storm here. That's where you're going to have the best chance for that lightning and the best chance for any type of hail. So this is going to be just to the west of Raineyville and just to the southwest of Vine Grove. That's where you're going to have the best potential for hail and that lightning. We'll zoom out here. Again, we're going to track this storm down here in Adair County as well. And lots of lightning ongoing with this storm too. Pretty much right along Highway 61 from Columbia down to the Columbia Metcalfe County line. Adair Metcalfe County line. So again, the severe thunderstorm warning here continues for another 37 minutes. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail, and this is going to be for northeastern Cumberland County, southwestern Adair County. Lots of lightning ongoing with this storm here right around the Columbia area. Columbia is not technically in the warning, but you could make a little argument for this warning to kind of come up just a little bit because Columbia is dealing with some pretty strong thunderstorm conditions there. So I would probably include Columbia in this warning as well. So right along the Cumberland Parkway there in the city limits of Columbia. So there's a new severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued, and this includes parts of Greene County. There you go. So new severe thunderstorm warning just issued. So we have 4 severe thunderstorm warnings here in central Kentucky, and then we're still tracking those storms there in eastern Kentucky as well. So new severe thunderstorm warning just issued here. We'll get that flash flood warning for you guys here in just a second as well. So this new severe thunderstorm warning is going to be for southwestern Nelson County, northwestern Greene County, and LaRue County in central Kentucky, and northeastern Hart County. I got a little ahead of myself there. I didn't see Hart County was included in that warning as well. This storm is located near Hodgenville. So lots of lightning ongoing there in Hodgenville. And again, I will remind you guys, if you guys have any photos here in the central Kentucky area, you can go to zerometerchasers.com. The website is on our stream right here, zerometerchasers.com. Type that in, and there is a section. Let me pull it up here. I want to make sure that I'm telling you guys the right thing. When you go to zerometerchasers.com, there is a button on the home screen that says submit a photo. And if you guys submit a photo, I can actually show it on the stream. So if you guys have any photos of lightning or strong winds or anything like that, go to zerometerchasers.com and we can get that on the stream with credit to you. You type in all your information there on the Zero Meter Chasers website. Let me write my pal Jasmine back. Sorry, Jasmine, you just wrote me that. Okay, I thought I was a little delayed. Jasmine wrote me and said they have a delayed middle school football game due to lightning. Don't know where that game is at. I don't know if it's here in Greensburg or not. So Mason in Hodgenville, Meso, my good friend, lots of lightning there in Hodgenville. He said it's booming. If you guys look at this radar looks like a Christmas tree with all this lightning. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. And again, this is summer, so you're going to have a lot of energy with these storms. All right, I'm going to do a quick zoom out here. And you guys can see when I put this radar into motion, you can kind of see how all this is kind of tied together a little bit. I'm just going to look through here real quick. Just want to see if there's, want to double check and see if any photos have been submitted on the website here real quick. Okay, no photos. Just want to double check that. Okay. So let's kind of go back. Let's just kind of do a refresh here. Let's put get the radar back into motion here. Let's go back here to the. We're gonna go here back to the Columbia storm here. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning here in effect for Adair County. The official warning is in effect for another 31 minutes. Again, this is for northwestern Cumberland, southwestern Adair County, 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. Going to be the primary threat with that storm. And I know Columbia is not technically included, but again, you can make just a little bit of an argument that this storm is severe warned, or is severe, just to the north of the actual severe thunderstorm warning. So even though Columbia is not technically in that warning, I would treat yourself like you're in that warning, because you're still dealing with some pretty strong thunderstorm conditions right there in the Columbia area. Just looking to see if there's any rotation, which I don't see anything to be worried about. Here's what I'm really looking for: the hail. This will give us a look to see where the this is 719 again. The hail's a little bit delayed here, but the largest hail is actually going to be falling in Columbia. Getting reports here in Columbia from Tammy. Massive lightning strikes with booms. Power in and out of Columbia right now. Got another report of lightning hit close on Jamestown hit in Columbia. Electric went back on and off. And let's check the power outage map. So we don't have any. I'm not getting any power outages right now in Taylor County. In Casey County, we have 556 people without power in Casey County. We have almost 1,600 people without power in Hardin County. So again, right here, that little area I've got circled, that could be the best chance for you to see some hail there in the Columbia area. So that's where you could see some quarter-size hail, and that's come down with that new update. So this update is at 7:25, so this is about 6 minutes ago. So now the strongest hail, it looks like it's going to be just to the west of this severe thunderstorm warning. And that's going to be just the north of the Cumberland Parkway there on the western side of Adair County. So still some hail possible there in the Adair County area, but not like it was just a few minutes ago. And lots of lightning occurring there with this storm in Columbia. You go up here to Hodgenville. Hodgenville's getting lit up, no pun intended, with the lightning here. That's pretty significant there. From the from the lightning here in the LaRue County area. So severe thunderstorm warning here continues for about another 13 minutes. And for it's going to be for southwestern Nelson County, northwestern Greene County, LaRue County, and northeastern Hart County. 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail is going to be the primary threat with that storm. Strongest part of this storm is going to be between the Magnolia up to the Buffalo communities. So again, Magnolia, Buffalo, Mount Sherman, all the way up to the Howardstown area there in Nelson County. And this is going to be to the south and east of Hodgenville. There in the LaRue County area. This is slowly going to move back into the northern part of Greene County and the northern part of Taylor County. Which again, that's going to add to this kind of a flash flooding threat here. So we'll have to watch some of this area here for the flash flooding. Then we still have a severe thunderstorm warning here in effect for central Hardin County here. You know, I'm trying to track everything. I'm trying to look at comments, see if you guys have anything. Trying to be more visual of everything this evening. We still have this severe thunderstorm warning here in effect. That's for central Hardin County. 60-mile-an-hour winds. Moving southeast to the 20. Moving southeast at 20 miles an hour. Getting a report out of Magnolia from my buddy John. Lightning is very, very bad. Yeah, anybody in LaRue County, if we zoom out here, LaRue County probably getting the worst of the lightning in central Kentucky right now. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, just trying to check some reports here to see if there's anything I need to report. And if you guys have pictures, please go to, I got the website here on the stream. Go to zerometerchasers.com, hit submit a photo, and I can get that on the stream for you. Checking right now. We still don't have we don't have any new photos that have come into the website. And we'll do a zoom out here. I got people asking for specific locations. We'll go back down here to Adair County. It looks like it's the fight between Adair and LaRue County right now on storm of the night here in central Kentucky. We'll put this radar. I'm not gonna put it into motion. We'll just kind of back it up over the last couple streams here, or the last couple of frames. And you can see where that storm's kind of just sitting there over the southern part of Adair County. So the Gradyville area, Gradyville's probably the area that has the strongest thunderstorm activity right now. That's probably where you're going to have the best chance to see some large hail there, hail up to quarter size. This area right here, and I know that's right outside of the severe thunderstorm warning, but that's probably where you're going to have your best potential to see that hail up to quarter size. And it's going to be right over top of the Gradyville community and just to the north, right along the Cumberland Parkway and to the north there in the Gradyville community. But the strongest part of the storm is going to be from Gradyville over to the Flatwood community, over to the Gadberry, down to Fairplay, over to Glens Fork. This is going to be to the south of Columbia. You can see the northern part of that storm is kind of weakened here over the last little bit. But this storm's pretty much setting to the Columbia and just to the south, right along the Cumberland Parkway and to the south. So that's the severe thunderstorm warning still in effect there for the southern part of Adair County. That's for another 21 minutes. And then if we zoom out here, I want to give one more update here on the Eastern Kentucky storm, line of storms, I should say. We'll put this radar into motion. Again, these storms are not moving very quick here at all. These storms are moving at about southeast at about 20 miles an hour. So the strongest part of these storms right now is moving through the Monticello area over to the Williamsburg area here in eastern Kentucky. So the severe thunderstorm warning here for Wayne County, Southern Bell, Southwestern Knox, South Central Pulaski, McQuarrie, and Whitley County until 9:30 Eastern Time. So 9:30 Eastern Time. So again, about another hour. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to double check my timing. So that line of storm activity is moving again toward the south very slowly. And then that severe thunderstorm warning that was previously in effect there for central Hardin County has been allowed to expire. However, still some strong thunderstorm activity remaining. So we're tracking strong thunderstorm, severe thunderstorm, strong borderline severe thunderstorm activity here in the northern part of Greene County. There's a special weather statement that just got issued, so that tells me that the National Weather Service is going to allow this severe thunderstorm warning to expire in 4 minutes. So this severe thunderstorm warning is going to expire in 4 minutes. I'm looking out my window here. You can definitely tell the thunderstorm conditions is coming because I am here in Greensburg. You can see the skies are a little gnarly out there. But I don't want anybody to be, scared or anything like that. We're not dealing with any type of tornadic activity. So we have a new special weather statement here. This was just issued by the National Weather Service. So new special weather statement. This is going to be for Greene County, southeastern LaRue, eastern Hart, western Taylor, and north central Metcalfe counties, and that's until 9:15 Eastern, 8:15 Central. National Weather Service is tracking a cluster of strong thunderstorms moving through Hodgenville. So I know a lot of people still experiencing a lot of lightning there in the Hodgenville area. Lots of lightning in the Hodgenville area and in the LaRue County down to the Magnolia area and even into the northern part of Greene County. But the National Weather Service stating 50-mile-an-hour winds, penny-sized hail is going to be the two primary threats with this cluster of strong thunderstorm activity. This is going to include Campbellsville. This, again, not a severe thunderstorm warning. This is just highlighting some strong thunderstorm activity. This is going to be for Campbellsville, Greensburg, Monroe, Bonnieville will be included with this, Lobb, Exie, and Pierce. So frequent cloud to ground lightning is occurring with this storm. Lightning can strike up to 10 miles away from a thunderstorm. Here's a picture out of Adair County from Will Reynolds there in Adair County. And these are just some scud clouds strong with that strong thunderstorm activity. There's nothing tornadic. These are just scud clouds there with that storm. But definitely a nice little picture with the sun setting in the background. You got that orange color there. So thank you, Will, for sending that in. So again, if you guys have pictures, go to zerometerchasers.com. The website is right here on the stream. Right here on the stream. Go to that website right there. And there's a button that says submit your photo. I check that about every 5 minutes. If you guys have photos, I just push a button and it pops up on the stream. So thank you, Will, for sending that in there for us. Appreciate you. Nicole, my first cousin, got hail on Jones Chapel Road there in Adair County. And that definitely checks out. So we'll go back to this storm here in Adair County. And again, strong thunderstorm activity ongoing. This is going to be right around the Gradyville community, right there, right on the Cumberland Parkway. Over to Flatwood, which is right here. Trying to follow communities here. Over to the Gadberry and Fairplay communities, just south of Columbia, and then over to Glens Fork. So this is the strongest part of this storm here in Adair County for this severe thunderstorm warning that continues for another 15 minutes. Again, up to quarter-size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds is going to be the main threats with this storm here just south of Columbia. You've got two areas that could produce hail up to a quarter size. And that's going to be continue to be around the Gradyville community right there along the Cumberland Parkway. That's probably going to have that's going to be the area that has the best chance to see up to quarter size hail. And then a secondary area of hail there, probably going to be closer to the Gadberry, Fairplay, Glens Fork communities. So that's going to be the areas that have the best chance again. Right around the Cumberland Parkway here, that's going to have your best chance for seeing that hail up to quarter size in the Gradyville community. Just to the north there, I'd say just to the northwest of Burkesville Road, but it's going to be right there on the Cumberland Parkway in Adair County. Again, this is hail. We're not looking at anything tornadic or anything like that. I don't want anybody logging in and freaking out. But that's where you're going to have your best chance to see that quarter-size hail in Adair County. And then the secondary area, again, going to be near Houdat Road. That is a road in Adair County. Can somebody verify that? Houdat Road. Can't make it up. It's literally right here. Houdat Road, near Fairplay Road. That is going to be your best chance to see some hail. I wouldn't say maybe the quarter size, maybe some dime size hail. That is a real road. Thank you for confirming that, guys. My Dare Countyans there. I was not doubting it. I've never heard of that in Adair County. So, could somebody put 0 meter chasers in the comment section? I've had some people want me to link it. I can't link it right now. I probably need to start pinning that in the comment section from now on. Let me check to see if I've got any pictures, photo submissions. I've got another report there from Felicia, Jones Chapel Road there in Adair County. So that's 2 reports there. That's where half my family is from, the Jones Chapel Road community there. So I am half Adair County, if you guys did not know that. Thank you, Alexis. Got some hail there in the Flatwoods community. Thank you guys for putting that in the chat. The website. So let's go back up here to the Greene County area, the Hodgesville area. I've got a lot of people again. All severe thunderstorm warnings have been allowed to expire with the exception of our storm down in Adair County, south of Columbia there. So if we zoom in here, let's go on here. So yeah, this is what you guys are looking at. Lots of heavy rainfall occurring here in the northern Greene County area, even over to parts of Taylor County, the Raywick community, up to Hodgesville, Sonora. All these areas experiencing some torrential rainfall, lots of lightning. The area of concentration here for lightning is going to be right there on the northern part of Greene County, the Allendale community. Somebody tell Charlie he needs to turn on his weather deflector and deflect some of this lightning away from Greene County. I think it's broke, Charlie. But lots of lightning ongoing there in the northern part of Greene County. Torrential rainfall occurring as well. We got some lightning occurring there in the Campbellsville community as well. So again, this is nothing severe. I don't want anybody. I'm getting a lot of people commenting. Said looks gnarly here in the Nansburg Pierce area. Sam says. Lots of lightning on 566. Bethany's reporting looking gnarly there in Greensburg. So again, I don't want anybody to freak out because this is not any type of severe. This is not any severe thunderstorm activity or anything like that. These are just strong thunderstorms here in the Green Taylor County area right now, and even up to LaRue County. But lots of lightning, and definitely looks a little scary for sure. But again, I don't want anybody to panic because we're not dealing with any type of real threatening weather. So here's a photo from Abby. I know you might have turned your head sideways to look, but this is from Weed, Kentucky, there in the Adair County area. I believe I'm correct on that. You can definitely see how the storm clouds look pretty gnarly. So that's just what we was talking about. Thank you, Abby. Appreciate that. Angela reporting some mild lightning there in the Happyville area. Nothing major. So again, I'll zoom out here just a little bit. Looks like these storms have definitely weakened here over the past 30 minutes compared to what they were looking at. We had some numerous severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. Those severe thunderstorm warnings have since came down. Tessie's reporting in the Grab area tree swaying. Lightning sounds like needles hitting the windows. Let's check the power outage map real quickly. And we do have some power outages to report now. We have 150 people there without power in Greene County. Still have almost 600 people without power in Casey County. And we still have 1,700 people without power in Hardin County. Not seeing anything else. 67 people without power in LaRue County as well. So just checking here to see if we have any more photos. Here is one from Josh Davis here in Denansburg, Kentucky. You can see the storms moving into the Denansburg area. You can definitely see how the clouds look gnarly, but again, we're not looking at anything super threatening or anything like that. Again, the only warning we have is still just south of Columbia here in the central Kentucky area. So thanks, Josh, for sending that in. Appreciate you. So we'll go back down here to our severe thunderstorm warning here in Adair County. And let's go back here to our hail. Again, still looking at two areas that have the potential to produce up to quarter size hail. The best chance for the quarter size hail is going to be just to the south of Gradyville. Now, there's a new flash flood warning for Adair and Russell County, and that is going to be in response to this storm that we're looking at here. But quarter size hail possible, pretty much between Gradyville and Flatwood. And then I probably wouldn't say quarter size hail on this area that I'm going to put a number 2 by. Probably closer to dime size in the Fairplay Glens Fork community. But that's going to be your areas that have the best potential for hail. And there's a flash flood warning that was just issued. Let's real quickly look at what the Doppler radar here. Doppler radar is saying over the past hour, almost 2 inches of rain has fallen basically between Gradyville and Flatwood. And then you're probably looking at between an inch, 1 to 2, basically 1 to 2 inches have fallen across pretty much between Gradyville and Glens Fork. So the National Weather Service has decided to issue a flash flood warning, and this is going to go for southern Adair County, west central Russell County until 10:45 Central Time. So that is going to be for another basically almost 3 hours there on this flash flood warning that was just issued. Pretty much what I was just saying, between an inch and a half to 2 inches of rain have already fallen. Additional rainfall amounts between a half inch up to an inch is possible inside this warned area. So you Adair Countyans, you know your flood-prone areas on the south side of Columbia. Please avoid those. Be aware of what is coming here over the next 1 to 3 hours. So there's the newest update on the radar. Look at these amounts closer to the Gradyville, between Gradyville and between Gradyville and Flatwood is going to be the ground zero here for flash flooding. Almost 2.5 inches. Between two to 2.5 inches have fallen here in this area, basically between Gradyville and, I guess you could say, you could almost say Glens Fork. Not quite Glens Fork, but it's close. Between 2 and 2.5 inches of rain have fallen there in that part of Adair County. So again, Adair County, as you guys know, your flood-prone, flood-prone, poor drainage, low-lying areas south of Columbia. Just be aware of that here over the next 2 hours. That severe thunderstorm warning expires in 4 minutes. So we'll see what the National Weather Service decides to do with that. So just checking some things here. Let's see if we have any more pictures. Boom, 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 boom. There's one from Marcia Young here in Greensburg. Again, it's pretty much the same thing. You can see the storm clouds moving in to Greensburg. So thank you, Marcia, for that. All right, everybody can hear me good. I think I just seen one comment that it was somebody's having a hard time hearing me. I can fix that, no problem. Let me turn me up a little bit. Am I a lot louder now? I can still turn myself up a little bit more if anybody's having any trouble hearing me. I have to turn myself down a little bit. RECC does a great job. Thank you, Stephanie, for that comment. They are on the ball, already out working in Greene County. They always do an absolute fantastic job. I've never heard anybody complain about Taylor County RECC. They always do the best. All our utility workers do. Thank you for that comment, Stephanie. Appreciate you. All right, glad you guys can hear me better now. You guys let me know if you have any trouble hearing me. I can turn it up another notch. Let's see here. James, no, I'm not seeing any type of rotations with these storms. These are just some strong. Looks like most of these storms are in a weakening phase. I know some people got an extension of that severe thunderstorm watch that come out at 8:57, 7:57. I'm a little late on that, ain't I? It's 9 o'clock Eastern. Did that just happen? I'm losing track of time. I don't think that's a new severe thunderstorm warning. I think that's telling me that it expired. So I got to fix our warning system a little bit too. I don't like it. It says new severe thunderstorm warning, but it's just telling me it's expiring. So I gotta fix the code on that. I don't need an update to tell me it's expiring and it coming through as a new severe thunderstorm warning. So I just seen this. It's 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. So yeah, this is just an extension. So the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch for Greene, Hart, Taylor, Adair, Allen, Barron, Clinton, Cumberland, Metcalfe, Monroe, and Russell. So some people probably just did get that alert. And that's basically just going to give everybody a heads up of these storms that we're already tracking. So we're not expecting any type of additional severe weather or anything like that into the nighttime period. The National Weather Service is just issuing that severe thunderstorm watch for these storms that's already coming through the area. So just so you guys know. So again, the severe potential will wind down here over the next hour or so. We're not expecting this to last into the nighttime hours, so that's definitely some good news there. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. And checking my mic here, making sure everything's good. I bet you guys can hear me really good now. I still see a couple people saying they're having a hard time hearing me, so we'll crank it up some more. Oh me. So again, let's zoom in here. Again, we have all severe thunderstorm warnings have expired with the exceptions of the ones down in right along the Tennessee border. They're in central Kentucky, or in eastern Kentucky. My apologies. Eastern Kentucky is the only severe thunderstorm activity we have ongoing right now in the state. I'll put a pause on that. We'll talk about that real quickly. So this is the only severe thunderstorm warning we have right now in effect. This is going to be in effect here for another 28 minutes here. And that's going to be for Wayne County, Southern Bell County, Southwestern Knox County, South Central Pulaski, Macquarie County, and Whitley County until 9:30 Eastern Time. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, primary threat with that storm. Again, the storm's coming through the Monticello all the way down to Stearns. Just come through Williamsburg, and this is going to continue to push into Tennessee. Okay, so that's the only severe thunderstorm warning that we have in effect here in Kentucky is this one right here. We have numerous flash flood warnings in effect. The most recent one being here in Columbia. Again, Columbia and just to the south of Columbia is still experiencing some strong thunderstorm conditions. And the National Weather Service does have a special weather statement for that storm. That's going to be for Russell, Cumberland, Adair, and Clinton counties. That's going to be through 8:45 Central Time. 8:45 Central Time. Winds up to 50 miles an hour and half-inch hail. Columbia, Jamestown, Russell Springs, Portland, Cundiff, Gadberry, Bliss, and Fairplay. A couple communities impacted with this strong thunderstorm. I know it's kind of hard to see, but basically this area right here that I just highlighted there in the black. Probably need to zoom out a little bit. You guys can see the whole storm there. There we go. Let's draw just a little bit better. So this area I'm highlighting here in the black, that's the strong thunderstorm that's continuing to affect portions of Adair and Russell County. Lots of lightning occurring right there, especially along the Columbia Russell County line. Lots of lightning ongoing there. But again, nothing severe. This has dropped below severe limits. We still have this flash flood warning here that continues to be in effect. And that is going to be for southern Adair County and west central Russell County. Again, 1 to 2 inches of rain have already fallen. Additional rainfall amounts between a half inch to an inch of rain is still possible. And we look at the latest Doppler radar estimates, and we're approaching 3 inches in some spots here. They're getting closer. 2.6 inches of rain. That's going to be very, very close here. Where was that? 2.6. 2.6 inches of rain. That's going to be just to the north of Flatwood there in Adair County. So basically between the Cumberland Parkway and Highway 61, that's going to be the area that has received the most rainfall there in Adair County. So Greene County getting lit up right now. Didn't really realize how much Greene County was getting impacted here. So, all over Greene County, Grab community is experiencing some pretty heavy rainfall. There's another flash flood warning that was just issued, so we'll get that. Or that's a flood advisory. That's a flood advisory. Another flood advisory that was just issued. We'll get to that here in just a second. Let me just make sure I don't have any pictures. So, Highway 88 from Greensburg all the way to the Hart County line, the Grab to Nansburg Webb communities. Again, torrential rainfall ongoing, lots of lightning. We go up just to the north here, Summersville, the Gabe community. Sorry, I just talked about Grab. The Gabe community in Summersville, Highway 61, pretty much the Bloyd's Crossing area. Experiencing some torrential rainfall, lots of lightning as well. Greensburg experiencing that as well, all the way from Highway 68 all the way into Camelsville. So Camelsville experiencing some moderate to isolated heavy rainfall, but not like Greene County is. All of central Greene County is experiencing some pretty hefty torrential rainfall and lots of lightning here in the Greene County, Greensburg community. I can hear the rain outside. Again, I'm underground here, so sometimes it's kind of hard for me to see or hear. I guess it'd probably be hard for you to see too if you're underground. I have a window here. You guys might hear the rain hitting it a little bit. But I have a little window to my right. I got about a foot and a half I can see outside, but with it being dark right now, I can't really see anything, but I can hear it. So again, none of this is severe. We're not looking at any type of tornadic activity or anything like that. But definitely enough to get rowdy here for a little bit. Some free fireworks. How about that? So let's go ahead and look at this flood advisory here that was just issued. I'm going to circle it. So this is the flood advisory here that was just issued. This is going to go for northwestern Greene County, southeastern Hardin County, southern LaRue County, northwestern Taylor County. That's going to go until 11 o'clock Central, midnight Eastern. So it's about 3 hours on that flood advisory. And let's just kind of look to see how much rain has fallen here over the past hour or so. So probably a little high on that, but over the past hour, they're saying Doppler radar's estimating 3 to 4 inches of rain here on the east side of Camelsville. Buffalo, pretty much this entire area here that it was just issued, you're looking at close to that 2-inch mark, but National Weather Service is stating 1 to 2 inches of rain. Additional rainfall amounts between half an inch up to an inch. So if you live in the Camelsville area, Hodgenville, Sonora, Lloyd, Allendale, Mount Sherman communities, you know where your low-lying, your flood-prone, and poor drainage areas are. So please be aware if you're in those communities, live in those communities, or traveling in those communities. So again, some pretty strong thunderstorm activity ongoing in the southern 2/3 of Greene County. Summersville, Greensburg, pretty much if you live in Greene County, you're experiencing some hefty thunderstorm activity. And nothing severe. I know it probably sounds like it should be, but we're not seeing anything on Doppler radar that is showing winds closer to that 60-mile-an-hour threshold. You're probably looking at those winds closer to 50 miles an hour. There's lots of lightning occurring, but lightning does not trigger a severe thunderstorm warning. The lightning is associated with every thunderstorm. So even though that you are seeing some lots of lightning out there, that does not mean it as a severe thunderstorm. And obviously torrential rainfall is ongoing as well. Let's see if we have any new. Just going to double check, make sure I don't have anything. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. My radar is drunk. Definitely don't like it. I do that every time we have a severe weather event. I hit that button that turns my radar sideways. These storms are not moving the fastest. Who asked that? Benita. They're moving to the southeast at 35 miles an hour. 35 miles an hour. Don't start with me, Colin. So lightning definitely picking up here again. I'm just a little bit south of Greensburg. And if we're going to see any type of hail, it's going to be just to the southeast of Greensburg. Well, that'd be my guess. But this hail is 8 o'clock. This is about 11 minutes old. So we're going to wait for that to kind of update there. But that would be my guess still. So the hail was at 8 o'clock. So that's updated quite a bit since the last update on the hail. There's 8:06. So there we go. That looks more like it. Is that what I just drew? Where did I just draw at? Let me go back to the new flash flood warning. I'm going to assume it's going to be for probably this area right in here. We'll see if that's where it updates, because that's where, pretty close. Pretty close. That's where a lot of that radar was estimating some higher amount. So let's go back. Let's go to the let's talk about this new flash flood warning that was just issued, because we're starting to turn into a little bit of a flood threat. So let's talk about that as soon as I figure out what I'm doing, which we will be here all night if we do that. So yeah, that's gonna highlight that area that I was kind of just talking about. Area that was updating where I said we was looking at 3 to 4 inch amounts. So that's going to highlight that area. This is going to include the city limits of Campbellsville. So this is a new flash flood warning here. Let me get that flash flood warning pulled up for you. That's going to be for northwestern Taylor County until 12:15 Eastern Time. Until 12:15 Eastern Time. So for that warning, it's going to be about another 3 hours. So 3 hours on that warning here. And again, northwestern Taylor County. National Weather Service is stating between 1 to 3 inches of rain has fallen. So flash flooding is already ongoing or expected to begin shortly. There's another flash flood warning. Again, that's kind of what I'm talking about here. It looks like we're transitioning from a severe weather threat into a heavy rain threat. So we're still on this flash flood warning that was just issued here for northwestern Taylor County. We'll get into the new flash flood warning here in just a second. But if you live in the Campbellsville, Saloma, Swineyville, however you pronounce it, Durhamtown, Taylor County Airport is going to be included. South Campbellsville, Willowtown, and White Rose. Spurlington going to be included with, it's just outside. Spurlington's just outside Saloma, Durhamtown, Willowtown. Yeah, a couple of these communities I just highlighted. And then let's go to the new flash flood warning that was just issued. And this is going to be for South Central Casey County, East Central Adair County, Northeastern Russell County until 11:15 Central, 12:15 Eastern. 1 to 2 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts between an inch to a half inch to an inch. So you look here in this vicinity. This is going to be here in Russell County. Your Humble communities, Horntown. And again, it's going to be just north of the Cumberland Parkway. National Weather Service Doppler radar is indicating just north of 2 inches there, just north of the Cumberland Parkway. They're in Russell County. That's going to include parts of southern Casey County and parts of eastern Adair County. You're getting into your 2.5 inch rainfall amount. So again, same thing that we've been talking about here. You know those areas, your flood-prone area, poor drainage areas, low-lying areas. Please stay away from those. I understand some people live there. If you live there, just please be aware. You guys know that you know what you're looking for. You know what you're looking for. Just please be weather aware in those communities. No severe thunderstorm warnings are in effect with the exception of the storms down here right along the Kentucky-Tennessee border. From Monticello over to Williamsburg, over to Middlesboro. But we are transitioning into a flooding threat. Let's just kind of look at the radar here. And the entire county of Greene is just getting smacked with rainfall right now. Let's pull up the radar estimation here. Let's get that inspector tool out. An inch of rainfall. Probably going to see a flood advisory issued here pretty soon. I would say for parts of Hart County, I'd say you're going to get a flood advisory issued pretty soon. For something of this nature right here. They're in the black. I'd say you're probably going to get a flood advisory issued for parts of Greene County, Hart County here pretty soon. You're getting close those rainfall amounts here, especially here across the eastern part of Hart County there. If I can talk, let's see what community that is closest to. Powder Mill community, the Linwood community there in the eastern part of Hart County. Doppler radar getting close to right around the 2 inch mark, right over that. Then in the Greene County, the western part of Greene County here, they're getting closer to that 2 inch mark too. So I would like to believe you're probably going to see a flood advisory issued there for the areas there in the black. Even the southern part of Greene County here, getting close to 1.5 inches. And then once you look at the radar, you still have rainfall occurring there in the same locations with more rain coming. So we might be getting at least a flood advisory. I don't know if you'll get a flash flood warning. We'll see how these storms kind of evolve here over the next 30 minutes or so. But I'd like to believe at least a flood advisory is coming at some point. Could not. I don't know. Sometimes I'm wrong on my observations, but we'll see what happens here over the next little bit. So again, appreciate everybody tuning in. Somebody just asked, what's the status on you being able to get a generator? So I do want to update everybody on that. Thanks to everybody's generous donations from the people that started a GoFundMe for me to have. It's not a generator, but it's very similar. It's called a battery backup. So basically, when the power goes out, I'm still able to go live. I do have that ordered. It should be here within the next couple of days. Sometimes those types of things take just a little bit longer to ship, because I don't know why, honestly. I'm going to guess because it's a lithium battery. It takes a little bit longer to get that stuff processed and shipped. But it's going to be delivered sometime by either the end of this week. I have to look at the update. Either the end of this week or the first of next week. I have to get an electrician to install a special plug for it, and then we should be ready to rock. So that is in the works to prevent us from going down during any type of severe weather once we get that up and going here in the next month or so. So we're doing some remodeling here at the weather office. We're going to have a new studio within the next month as well. So again, we're doing a lot of things behind the scenes to make the weather coverage a lot better. So just got to have life slow down a little bit. There's a lot of things that's going on with it, just everyday, day-to-day life. 2 kiddos, they'll keep you moving. So if we could just slow down a little bit. I mean, normally the end of July and August, typically going into September, we don't really have a lot of busy weather here in central Kentucky, but this year it just seems to never stop. So, anywho's, I'm going to continue to stay live here for at least, I'd say probably another 10 minutes or so. We're gonna watch things here. Again, the severe weather threat is, I would say, has come to an end. We still have this severe thunderstorm warning here for the right along the Kentucky border, the Monticello over to, I'd say, the Jellicoe, Tennessee area. Another 8 minutes on that. That is going to be allowed to expire. So we're not going to have any severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. Again, we basically transitioned to a flooding threat here across the central Kentucky area. Okay. So still lots of lightning ongoing across several portions here, including we'll put the pause on the radar, including again back into the Adair County, Columbia area, right along the green Adair County line. Lots of lightning ongoing there. Of course, lots of lightning still ongoing here in the Greensburg, Greene County area. Outside of that, it's probably the strongest area here in. I can't even talk. Definitely the strongest storm in the central Kentucky area would be right along the southern Greene County, southern Taylor, and into Adair County. So, how long have I been live? I feel like I've been live a lot longer. I've been live a little over about an hour and 15 minutes. So here's a picture from Angela. You can just see how heavy the rain is falling. Okay. On the stream, it's a very small picture, but on my dashboard over here, it expands. But you can see just by the picture how heavy that rain is falling down there. So thank you for sending that in there, Angela. I do appreciate that. Again, just an FYI for future coverages, you guys can go to the 0 Meter Chasers website, which is right here. You guys see in the bottom left of your screen. This is going to come in handy when we start doing winter weather coverage. You guys can submit your photos of your winter weather conditions. I just made myself bleed there. I think I had a spot on my face, and I think I scratched it. It happens. Tell me it don't happen to you guys too, where that happens. But anyways, so let's keep that in mind going forward. When we get into severe winter weather coverage, you guys can submit those photos on the 0 Meter Chasers website. We'll be able to throw those on the stream. So now I know that some people's Glory, I see your message there that Metcalfe County It's under severe thunderstorm watch till 9. Again, the National Weather Service did expand that, but I'm not expecting. I'm not really expecting any big time severe weather threat for the remainder of the night. Okay, severe weather threat is winding down. So, real quickly, I'm going to do two things, and I'm going to end tonight's stream. I'm going to talk about what we're going to be talking about, or what we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. I want, while everybody's here, let's see how many people are still watching right now. Not a whole lot of people compared to what it was, say, 30 minutes ago. But tomorrow, I think we have a better chance at severe weather. Okay, so I'll be putting updates out to make sure everybody's aware. But tomorrow, real quickly, this is the Storm Prediction Center outlook for tomorrow. You can kind of see that parts of central Kentucky is already in that slight risk area. However, I think that this slight risk could potentially be extended down just a little bit. And I do think that there is a potential that some of this could go to a level 3 risk. Again, I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But I definitely think that the slight risk is extended for tomorrow. So we're going to look at the latest model data. So just kind of get into tomorrow. So this is 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. This is daybreak tomorrow. So this is around the time we wake up tomorrow morning. Nothing really ongoing with the exception of some storm activity over here in eastern Kentucky, okay? As we get closer into the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock time frame, again, still we have some shower storm activity that kind of moves in a weird direction, right? We typically don't see storms move towards the southwest, but that's kind of what we're going to be looking at tomorrow morning. We get closer to the noon hour. Don't really have anything going on. If you look up here to our north, this is around 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. You start to see some storm activity develop. We're going to get closer to the 5 o'clock time frame. This is where you see that storm activity, that line of storm activity start to move to the south and maybe a little bit to the southeast, but mainly to the south. This is 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. We are back in the same boat. You see this line of strong to severe thunderstorm activity, and it has that bowing look to it. This is where you're going to be able to get your 60, potentially even up to 70 mile an hour winds tomorrow evening here in the central Kentucky area. So you're looking at 6 o'clock. This is the rough estimate on the time frame. Again, this is tomorrow's severe weather threat. We're looking at that line of severe thunderstorm activity, strong to severe storms being around the Ohio River around the 6 o'clock time frame, and then slowly moving into central Kentucky by the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and that line of storms will eventually start to weaken as it gets into south central Kentucky, okay? So that's what we're looking at tomorrow. I want everybody to be aware of that, be weather aware, and be watching for those updates, okay? Now, let's get back into the radar update here real quickly. Again, we have strong thunderstorms ongoing here in the southern Greene County area, Adair County area, Taylor County area. We put a motion into this radar here. The storm activity is moving slowly to the south. And there's the strongest part of that thunderstorm activity right there, and it is moving to the south, probably about 35 miles an hour. 25 to 30 miles an hour, I would say, would be my guess. We have numerous flood products in effect. So let's just kind of go over some of the flooding products that we have. So we're going to go over all these flooding products, and that's going to be my last update for right now. So this area that I just circled here, this is going to be a flood advisory for portions of Greene, Hardin, LaRue, and Taylor. We're going to be looking at some minor flooding and some low-lying and poor drainage areas. Additional rainfall amounts between 1.5 inches is possible. Between 1 to 2 inches of rain have already fallen. This flash flood warning. This is the more serious alert here out of Taylor County. This is going to be for northwestern Taylor County until 12:15 Eastern Time. So Campbellsville, Saloma, Durhamtown, Taylor County Airport, the southern part of Campbellsville, White Rose, Saloma. I already said Saloma twice because you guys are important. this is where you're going to see flooding. 1 to 3 inches of rain have already fallen across this area. So again, you know your flood locations, that the areas that typically flood in this area. Taylor Countyans, just please be aware of that and never drive through flooded roadways, okay? So we're going to go here a little bit more to the east here. In numerous flood products in effect. This is a flood advisory here that I am circling. This expires in 1 hour, so not too much longer on this. Casey County, southwestern Lincoln, southeastern Marion, northeastern Taylor County. Pretty much the same thing, a little bit lesser amounts on the rainfall. 1 to 2 inches of rain have already fallen. Additional rainfall amounts up to an inch. So same scenario. You guys know your flood locations. Never drive through flooded roadways. Any of that, please do not. Flash flood warning, East Central Casey County, South Central Lincoln County. That's until 10:45 Eastern Time. So another hour on that, so not too much longer as well. And that flash flood warning also extends into Pulaski County. Same thing, another hour on that, northwestern Pulaski County. So again, I'm going to keep repeating myself because it's the same thing. You guys know your flood locations, your Casey Countyans, Pulaski Countyans, you guys that live in this area, y'all know the flood-prone locations, so please be aware. And then we have 2 more flash flood warnings, the 2 most recent ones here. I'll zoom out, and we'll put both of them on screen here. These are the 2 most recent flash flood warnings in our area. The one I have highlighted right here, this expires in 2 hours. Southern Adair, West Central Russell Counties, National Weather Service Doppler radar has estimated between 1.5 to 2 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts between a half an inch to an inch is possible. And then your other flash flood warning here that was just issued. This is the most recent flash flood warning here in the area for South Central Casey, East Central Adair, Northeastern Russell County, and that's till 11:15 Central, 12:15 Eastern. 1 to 2 inches of rain have fallen, an inch, half an inch up to an inch of rain. Additional rain is possible. So again, we'll zoom out here. Again, flooding is going to be the primary concern, for the remainder of the evening. So again, everybody here in Central Kentucky, I can't talk. Everybody here in Central Kentucky, whatever county you live in, you guys know the areas that flood. So those areas, if you live in those areas, just please be aware of the flooding threat as we head into tonight. A lot of these locations are either under a flash flood warning or a flood advisory. Rainfall is continuing, so your flood threat is going to continue in any area that's in green here, which is pretty much the majority of Central Kentucky. Okay, never drive through flooded roadways. I know when you're driving, it may seem like you can get through that roadways. What you don't know is if that rainfall has washed part of that roadway out. You can't see what's under the water, so don't drive through flooded roadways because the road may not be there. You may be able to drive through it, but under that water, the road may be gone, and you might drop into a ditch and be stuck, or the water may be stronger than you thought, sweep your vehicle off the road. So please, National Weather Service has this motto called "Turn around, don't drown." So please do that if you encounter any flooded roadway. So again, appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, didn't expect to be live tonight, but you guys know anytime we have threatening weather and I can make it happen, I'm going to be live here with you guys giving you weather information. So please be weather aware about tomorrow's situation. I will be posting updates about that as we get into tomorrow. Probably be live again tomorrow evening as well. So you guys enjoy the night. I will be watching radar here over the next couple hours. I'll give updates as needed just to make sure there's not any additional information that I need to give to you guys. But again, please be monitoring the weather for the remainder of the night, and please be monitoring that weather as we head into tomorrow as well. You guys have a wonderful night.